I'm Bea.
And I'm Sam.
And we're two best friends who like to talk shit about smut, wingspan,
And sometimes books.
Join us every Wednesday for a new episode.
Welcome back, Smutterflies.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Well, to those of you listening on our regular
Release day.
But
to full frontal, happy Monday evening, perhaps.
Or Monday morning, wherever you are in the world. But happy Monday many weeks in advance. You would have had this episode
is this scheduled for the end of July?
I was just going to look. I literally think it is nearly a month in advance you're getting this episode. You lucky buggers.
Obviously, it was supposed to be a live stream, but we didn't realise that we had to set things up to live stream.
Well, no. So I checked it in the week and it was fine. It's basically like YouTube. The first time you go live, it wants to verify your account, and I was like, well, there's no reason why our account isn't verified.
Yeah.
And then apparently it's a common thing on YouTube. The first time you go live, it just decides that everyone's 13, blocks your account, and then makes you have a manual review.
Oh.
So it was working on Monday. It was letting me click link, and I was like, oh, cool, we're sorted. And then when I went to do it earlier just to double check, it was like, no, you need to be more than 13. I was like, yeah, babe.
Cool.
So for this month, our full frontal tier on Patreon are just getting this as a recording posted raw to Patreon, which you'd still have every other month if you missed the live stream. But in theory, the plan is to actually give you a link so you can sit and watch every month.
And then you can submit questions and we can do a Q&A.
Yes.
Yeah. For anyone watching live raw and thinking, what's wrong with Sam? I look like trash and I'm aware. I was not well on the weekend.
No.
I was really not well.
No.
Yeah. I've had a piece of toast today and that's the first thing I've eaten since Friday evening.
Keep it down?
Yes, I kept it down today. Yeah, Steve went out and bought me electrolytes.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I've been trying to rehydrate because basically every time I drank water, it just came straight back up. It was horrendous.
Yeah, not good, mate.
But in one sitting, I did read The Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laurie Gilmore.
Is that what it's called?
The Strawberry Patch Pancake House, yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new sprayed edges that have come out of all of them?
I've got the sprayed edge of the Strawberry Patch Pancake House.
Oh, is that the one you've got? Okay, yeah. Stunning.
The next one is called the gingerbread something.
Yeah.
I don't know when that comes out, but I've read them all, but I don't have the spreadsheets of any others. But not our genre, of course.
Well,
but
you read a bit more contemporary than I do.
But it was just really cozy and I was feeling really unwell and I basically cried the whole way through the book because I was just really feeling sorry for myself. Yeah. Steve was away.
Yeah.
Simba was in a mood because it was hot. I was just I just need comfort. So I read that in one sitting and it was lovely.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Do you have to read them all in a row?
Sort of.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily, but the couple from the first book do appear in the rest of the books, and then the couple from the second book, they are all friends and stuff, so they get mentioned. So if you hadn't read the first one, you'd be like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And why are they so excited about their marriage or whatever? I feel like you do need to read them in order, but the stories don't rely on each other, if that makes sense.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad that gave you a bit of a pick you up.
Yeah. What have you been reading?
So we haven't spoken about this on here yet, but I finished Onyx Storm last weekend. And for anyone who listens on a regular, remember how much I bitched and moaned about how much I'm not going to like Onyx Storm and I didn't want to read it. And well,
somebody has to eat their words.
Somebody's eating their words for dinner because I fucking loved it. I actually think it's going to be on my top 10 reads of the year. And I've been in such a slump since then. I just can't bring myself to pick anything up.
I liked it. I don't think it'll be in my top 10.
Well,
we didn't do top 10. What did we do? Top 7?
But I think we're going to do 10 right this year because it was difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's going to be in my top 10. I've read too many good books this year.
Well, I've read lots of good books, but I fucking loved it.
It was It was
I don't know
good.
what about it that maybe, because maybe my expectation was so low that like, and look, I'm saying this now, come like December when we do it, maybe not.
Yeah, we've got a lot of releases coming this year.
Yeah,
like
we've got a lot of big ones coming out at the
Amber
end of the
Cole,
year. Yeah.
Callie Hart.
Yeah.
Potentially Rachel Schneider.
Another, not this year.
No?
Not this year. Next year, like bring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Light Wielder.
The final book in the Legacy series by Melissa K. Roerick. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's not in my, I don't think it's going to be in my top 10, but I didn't dislike it. So
I loved it. And yeah, and basically I finished it last weekend. It was like raining, storming, finished reading it. And I was like, oh my God, that was I literally read it in like 2 days. And I've been since reading my author spotlight, which I'm really enjoying, but it's actually good that I like had to read something, because I was.
What is your author spotlight? Remind me.
The Broken Kingdoms or the Lost Kingdoms? I can't remember which one it is. Oswald. I think that's how you say it. Broken. Oh, I'm trying to get my Kindle up. Oh, for you guys on Patreon, you're getting this is all the fun you're getting. This is what happens.
This is what we usually edit out.
The Broken Kingdoms of Oswalter. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving it. I think Meg said that she'd read it and it was like one of her favorite reads of the year.
My author spotlight that came out literally today.
Yes.
Said that she'd read it and she enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she arc read it actually.
Small World. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really well written. I think we spoke about it in one of our lives last week, but like the intro premise is she's like a princess, but she's like the executioner in like a slave mine.
Ooh.
And they basically send like her family friend's son, who's like her friend, to be killed. And it's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm reading that. What am I going to read next in terms of like my choices? I'm currently audiobooking The Memory Puller.
How's it going?
Oh, sweet Jesus, is that a treat? I did think to myself, like, by no means I mean wasting a credit. There's no such thing as wasting a credit on Chris K. Haynes. But I did think, like, I've just read this. Like, do I really need to listen to the audiobook? The answer's yes.
Yeah, I do.
The voice of Kale.
Is it the same for Kale and Tristan?
It's the same person, but he does them differently.
Oh, like me when I audiobooked your book.
And Sam auditioned last week, and it was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
It was brilliant, guys.
Yeah, on TikTok Live, Sam did an audition to audiobook my book, and you'd be great. I'd take you for the FMC, but we'd need to have an MMC.
Oh, right.
I don't know if your accent quite.
I can't think of the line I did now.
I don't remember exactly.
Caveat.
Yeah, it was. It was great. But yeah, he does the voices differently.
Okay,
they're really distinctive, and Kale is so deep and
yummy,
and yeah. So I'm fucking loving that. I'm actually considering my next credit doing your author spotlight from last month, because that's just come out on audiobook.
Of Withering Dreams?
Yes.
Or Blooms?
No, Blooms of Darkness, sorry.
Blooms of Darkness.
Because that's just come out on audiobook.
I read book 1 and book 2 back to back.
I also want to read, the T. Kingfisher series I bought, The Paladin's Grace.
Yes.
No, do you know what I'm going to read next? I tell you what I'm going to read next. I'm going to read Secrets of the Dead by Laura Carter.
Oh, we've got book 3 coming this week.
I know. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, reading. That's what's happening, really. I'm just in a bit of an Onyx Storm slump.
I'm not reading anything. I finished my author spotlight, which was Of Withering Dreams. I read The Strawberry Patch Pancake House. That's such a fucking mouthful. How I'm saying it right every time. And I don't know.
Oh.
Now, I might read A Curse Carved in Bone.
Yeah, we do need to,
Because that is a duology. So, once I've read book 2, I'm done.
Well, and hopefully soon we're getting Danny on. So,
yes. So I might read A Curse Carved in Bone. I might ask Steve to buy me The Night and the Moth, because I've been ill, because I really want to read it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I really, really want to read it.
I wouldn't just to say to you, I wouldn't get it on Kindle, because it's as expensive on Kindle as it is on the hardback. Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Like,
I'll ask Steve to buy it for me as a gift.
I think you deserve it.
I think I
deserve mine.
Fine. Also, book 2 in The Secrets of the Dead. I can't think what it's called. I do know what it's called. I look at it all the time, but this is how bad my My brain
I can't remember
is.
what they're called individually.
I'm literally having fever dreams lately. Like, I'm all over the place. I definitely want to read that. I want to read the Ballad of the Broken Heart, Curse of the Broken Heart. What's that trilogy? Like, really pretty covers.
Oh, Once Upon a Broken Heart.
Yeah, Stephanie Garber.
Do you know what?
it?
Funny, yeah, funny you should say that, because the book club that I go to, Caraval is December's read.
Oh, okay.
And that's like the only fantasy book, so I'm just holding out for December. Yeah. And I was talking to a girl there who's read it, and we were talking about it last week. And she was saying, people say you can read Once Upon a Broken Heart on its own. And she said, you can't. You need to read Caraval first.
Oh, really?
She said, there's just things that don't make sense. She's like, you can kind of like ignore it. But she's like, if you want like the two main characters, you'd have no idea who they are or where they come from. So, but apparently Caraval is really enjoyable.
Okay.
So I think you kind of have to
basically, I bought the Once Upon a Broken Heart series for myself in November for my birthday, out of my birthday money. And it's just sat on my shelf ever since. And I'm like, why am I not reading this? So, okay, I might have to get Caraval first then. Is that a duology?
Trilogy.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could just do it. You could just read it. There's nothing stopping you.
I can't think what else is on my ever-growing TBR at the moment.
Too much is what's on your TBR. Yeah. Way too much.
I need to stop. Do you know what the worst thing is now? Not the worst thing. Like, obviously it's amazing. But, you know, on our Discord, we've got like a Romantasy Rex section.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you saw the other day, Red put in all the best arcs she's done this year. So it's all indie authors. It's all like, I don't mean like nobodies, I really don't mean that, but like books that you wouldn't have heard of. And she's put like little summary of what each one's about. And they all sound fucking class. And I'm like, oh, great.
I've
like
got 10 more to add to the TBR.
Yeah, I didn't need this.
No.
So yeah, I'm not in a slump. I was so unwell on the weekend that I needed something comfortable. And that's why I read Laurie Gilmore, and now I don't know what to do.
Do you find as well, right? This is random. But way back when I first started in this genre, even kind of maybe before you even started reading, you know, because like I would almost like roll book to book I get a recommendation, I'd read an X. I didn't almost have a TBR. So like it was actually, I wouldn't say more enjoyable, but like, because I was blissfully unaware of all these other books, and I would eventually find them. It was always like, oh, well, I'm just got one or two things that I might want to read, and it wasn't hard. Do you know, now I think it's almost like when I finished Onyx, it was mainly because of a slump. But when you look at not only your physical, but you look at, do you find like I don't even know where to start?
Especially when I look at all my bookshelves, because Steve's like, you need to read the books you buy in, and I do understand that. If they're on KU, granted, I'll just read them on KU leave them on the shelf. But there are books that I've got on my shelf that aren't on KU, and I'm like, I do need to read them. But like, what do I choose? Like, how do you make that decision? I think I need to do like a TBR jar and just pull names out of it.
I think so. And I think as well, it's like, also, there's nothing wrong with it, because some people won't read series that are unfinished. We do. Yeah. I don't care about it. But like, it's also then like thinking, well, I want to read this when it comes. You know what I mean? It's like reading things that you haven't finished. Yeah.
And then our author spotlight's thrown in. Like, we need to make sure that we're leaving time to read them. Yeah. Busy.
Okay.
Any admin?
I don't think so. We've just remind you that we are on Patreon. We are on Discord. We have now, I think we said this last time, but we have officially had one of our mics fully funded on Throne, which is wild. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, honestly, like I've tried to send individual thank you messages to everybody, but some of you are doing it anonymous, which is absolutely fine. But it just means that, like, I've just had to like not write a generic thank you. Like, I've written lovely thank you messages, but like if I knew who you were, I'd have personalized it. But it's been so overwhelming.
Yeah, really kind.
We're trying to be better at going live on TikTok. The amount of support that we've had on TikTok, people subscribing, even though we didn't really know what our subscription was going to look like, people just did it because we'd set it up.
I know.
Like, that's so kind. People gifting on our lives and sending us gifts. Like, honestly, the fact that anybody chooses to spend their money on us, like, we'd put out episodes weekly regardless if we had 0 subscribers and 0 Patreon members, and we would still put out episodes every week. So the fact that people want to provide us with an income to be able to support the podcast and better the podcast is just really overwhelming.
And so we've got the one funded on Throne. We've mentioned it before, but Throne is more like a one-time contribution towards a specific thing. At the moment, it's just raising some money towards new mics. Like we said, one is funded. And to be honest, the other one is partially funded from other sources.
Through Patreon and TikTok.
Live. So we're nearly getting there, and we're so excited once we do. And then, we're here if you want to keep supporting. But like Sam said, we're going to keep putting out our episodes. What is it? 7 a month? No, 6.
Depends how many weeks are in the month, but at least our 4 Wednesdays, our 2 author spotlights, our Patreon exclusive. Yeah, at least 7.
7 episodes a month. We're here.
Yeah, unless you're not on Patreon, and then it's
6. Yes, I think that's all the housekeeping, right?
Yeah, and also on Throne, you can send surprise gifts.
Oh, can you? Oh, I think you said this before. Yeah,
and I did say if anyone sends us a surprise gift off Throne, we'll unbox it live. Yeah. We'll do a proper unboxing. Just please don't send anything rude, because I think you can literally send sex toys.
Oh no, I'm game for that.
Oh, okay.
I encourage that.
Okay. The more unhinged, the better. Then There we go.
I think that's all our housekeeping, right? I don't know anything else.
So, as promised and as discussed on our live a couple of weeks ago, we are doing our favourite microtropes.
Yeah, because we've kind of way back we did it was sort of going to be a tropes episode, but it kind of turned into
we went so niche.
Yeah, and it kind of turned into a bookish ick sort of, like a smash or pass sort of thing. But yeah, we were talking to you guys on a live recently, and we were like, guys, we haven't got a plan for this week. And there was some really good suggestions, and I love this one because one of our most viral videos is us talking about shower wanking and carriage banging, which is funny because it is probably one of the most passionate topics that we have.
Yeah.
Microtropes I love them.
Yeah.
I think I prefer microtropes more than tropes.
Yeah.
Because they're so niche and specific, and I just eat them up. And I almost like that they're a surprise, because you don't get sold on a microtrope, really.
No, you get sold on the enemies to lovers or the found family,
sure.
So nobody's putting in dual wank sandwich.
Yeah.
So
So we won't. This is going to be a spoiler free. There'll be no spoilers for any of the books we talk about.
Yeah, we'll just say where they come from.
Yeah, if they feature in a book, it's not going to be a spoiler, who, anything to do with plot.
Yeah.
So if you this is one of those episodes that you don't have to have read anything.
Yeah, which is lovely. Listen to
this. Do you want to kick us off, or do you want me to kick us off?
I'm happy to kick us off.
Go for it.
So my first favourite microtrope, but it's kind of broad, but it is specific.
Okay.
It is anything to do with the bathtub.
This is one of mine. Yeah.
So I recently read Of Withering Dreams by Rowan Adlid, and there is a steamy sex scene in the bathtub, which was phenomenal. And also recently read Blooms of Darkness.
Yeah, Blooms of Darkness.
And there's a hair washing scene in that. So they're not the same, obviously, but just anything to do with a bathtub. I find it so intimate. I find it so sexual.
Yeah, it's great.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hey guys, we're just taking a short break to talk to you about our new podcast sponsor, Lit Lines.
Ever wish your wardrobe matched your bookshelf? Then you need to check out Lit Lines. They are a bookish clothing brand made for readers who wear their hearts and favourite quotes on their sleeves.
Lit Lines designs cosy, clever and gorgeous apparel inspired by our favourite Romantasy reads like ACOTAR and Throne of Glass.
So if you're ready to dress like the main character, head over to www.litlines.com.au.
being in this little contained area and like the FMC sitting in between the MMC's legs, like him reaching round touching her. Oh my god, it's 10 out of 10.
Well, and also, so that is one of mine. I've got all of them separately. I've got hair washing, stunning, and I've got kind of like a bath, but for me, I feel like if it's going to be a bath, it needs to be described as bigger than a regular bath, because
like a clawed foot.
Even
like
then, I think that's
tub.
still like I was thinking more like I've got hot spring.
Oh my god, hot spring.
So like lake hot spring, that
from Blood and Ash. Am I right in saying they go into the caves into a hot
there's
spring?
a lovely hot spring bang in that. What Lies Beyond the Veil, I think, is the second book in that series. And
the joint hot spring between the FMC and the MMC.
No, that's A Vow of Lies.
Oh my god, sorry.
But that's a stunning one. That's
fucking amazing.
No, What Lies Beyond the Veil. It's like, remember they live in that, they go in that commune in the caves.
Yes.
And they do it in front of everyone in the hot spring. Yeah.
She's like, claim me.
Just on the rock in front of everyone. There's a lovely lake kind of waterfall scene in Dawn of Onyx. There's also a lovely bath scene in the Dawn of Onyx when he walks in on here on the bath. I love, any kind of hot spring water. Yeah,
just
big fan.
Just knowing that they're like all slippery and wet and like, I don't know, it just does it for me.
Yeah.
And also along the same lines, but not necessarily, the MMC doing the FMC's hair.
Washing,
like, or plaiting her hair, not necessarily when it's been washed, but like plaiting her hair through or like brushing her hair through.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just does something to.
Yeah, stunning. Love it. Not to toot my own toot, but if you love a hot spring and you love a plaiting hair and maybe even a waterfall bang, that's a bit of a teaser for book 2 in Wheel of Broken Realm Saga by B.A. Pepper.
I didn't know whether I was allowed to say, so
I've said it. Yeah, I have hair washing, kind of on the same, while we're on it, same topic, tending to wounds, both ways, whether it's or whether it's MMC, like same sex, whatever. Anyone who's in like an emotional relationship, tending to wounds is.
There's a scene in one of the Spark of the Everflame books when he lifts her onto the sink to tend to one of her cuts.
Oh. And I also love, this is again in the same sort of vein, when not always the MMC, but often the MMC like shows up at her door and he's like, I had nowhere else to go, and he's wounded. It kind of reminds me, you know, a Dawn of Onyx, when he shows up and he's been stabbed and he like shows up at her door. Every single time. When I was on Reddit earlier looking at some, because I'd written a list, but I was like, I'm just curious to see if there's something I'm forgetting. And someone had written that when the MMC shows up at her door injured and says, I had nowhere else to go. And then the person had written underneath, and you know that means bounce chicka wow wow. And I was like, that's an accurate noise to describe that.
I just love it when a man is vulnerable.
Yeah, or the love interest is vulnerable.
Yeah.
There's a lovely, I'm sure there's a bath wound cleaning scene in, you know, House of Crimson Hearts by Ruby Rowe, the like lesbian sapphic vampire one. And like, obviously that's not like that's F2 women. And even then it's like hot. So hot. Hot spring, general large body of water. What I will say is I don't think I'm the biggest fan of like a sea one, like a sea shag or a sea. There's you haven't read it isn't a spoiler, but there's kind of like a beach bang sort of thing in Slaying the Vampire Conqueror.
Okay,
it's kind of like an up against the rocks.
We get it in Throne of Glass, and I just worry about all the sand and all the orifices.
Don't enjoy. If you listen to our Throne of Glass, I don't enjoy that.
Oh.
I don't enjoy it. So isn't it funny how it like
it
like lake, yes, hot spring, yes,
sea, no, too much sand and squid,
boner killer.
Yeah,
I agree.
Those poor fish.
Yeah, I mean there could be fish in the but sure. I know there's just something about a lake and
even like a hot spring. There wouldn't be fish in a hot spring. It's hot.
This had to be a joke to be had there, but I'm not quick enough to think of one. I was going to say hot dog, but no.
Oh, like a hot dog fish.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a hot fish joke,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't. Wasn't quick enough. The thought was there.
Oh.
Do you want to know what the first one on my list is?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell? You can. I think you can tell me what my first one is.
Shower wank.
No, it's not shower wank, but we spoke about it in Dustbound Riftborn episode.
Carriage bang.
No.
No.
When he has a second home that's not his real home.
So we get this in
Dawn of Onyx. Dustbound.
Duskbound. Is Dawn of Onyx the one where it's like above a village? What am I thinking of?
It's like on the mountain overlooking like a coastal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a sea thing. I want to say From Blood and Ash, but maybe not. Kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
That like other place, the other kingdom that they're building is sort of like his other home.
Well, the caves are like his other home, aren't they?
Quicksilver.
That's
a corker.
Yeah.
That one. It's his mum's apartment.
Everything's covered. Oh my god, I can't even think about that because it genuinely fucking breaks my heart.
Wasn't listening to the audiobook really devastating.
Oh my god.
I cried. I forgot how much I cried during that book.
Nice one.
I seldom cry at non-death things, but there's a lot of things I cried at in. No, Quicksilver. Wow. So I that was always going to be on there because it's
There's
literally
one in Me and the Devil by Llywelyn.
I remember you telling, I
That's
remember
lovely.
about that. I'm trying to think where I've had one. There's gotta be more. Like it's so difficult to remember, but I feel like there's gotta be
the little cabin in Akatar that they go to.
Well, sorry, no, Akatar, fucking hell, the fucking golden standard of it, the townhouse in Valaris. Also, sorry, this is so off topic, right? But I joined Grace's live last night. She was live for a little bit.
Okay.
And she put up a video like 10 minutes before, right? Like a daily post. And it was her doing like an outfit of the day, come with me to do whatever. And she's like talking about what she's wearing, right? She goes, I've got Disney joggers on. She had like something on, trainers. And then she's like, and I've got a Versailles t-shirt. And then she kind of carries on. And then it cuts to her in the car, like later going, the fuck did I just say Versailles when it's Valaris? But it was like, you need to, it's like the funniest, like the way she said it about herself, because it cuts so quick.
Yeah.
And it's like right up close to her face. She's like, why the fuck did I just say Versailles? It was I literally commented like, Grace, I'm screaming. So sorry, that was
so
really off topic.
funny. I love Grace so much.
Valaris being the townhouse in Valaris and arguably the cabin up in Windhaven or wherever the fuck not Windhaven but in the mountains. Love it.
And then
bang me on every surface of your second home, please.
Yeah.
Have you got another one?
I got loads.
Go on then.
Are you ready for me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I've already mentioned it because I thought it was going to be top of your list, but shower wanks.
Yeah, shower wanking. My golden standard shower wank that we've ever read is A Promise of Peridot, because doesn't he like break the tile? Because when I was editing this earlier, like sometimes with like dashes and things you can make, somebody had made like a description. It's not not A Promise of Peridot, but like when the MMC has a hand up on the wall and his head's like down. Why am I doing this? But you're looking at it, like, why is it like this? You know what I mean, though? Like, hand up, head down, crack. Why don't you do it? Stop! Cracking one out, so you know what I mean.
Hold it onto the chair now.
No, because I'm doing this. I don't know why.
Your first one was really small.
And that was huge. I can't, every time I talk about it, my hand just keeps like a twitch. I'm like, yeah. I will fight anyone bare knuckle if they want to tell me that the best shower wank we've ever had in a book isn't A Promise of Peridot by Kate Golden. You can clip that and we can send it to Kate because it is the best shower wank.
This is not our genre, but the first shower wank I ever read was in a book by Lucy Score.
Okay.
I think it's book 2. First book is like Things We Hide from the Light or Things We Never Got Over. Whatever the first book is, I think it's book 2. And like she moves, they live in apartments next door, so they have like loads of like meet cutes in the corridor and stuff. And then she can hear him wanking in the shower because he's saying her name while he's doing it.
I love it.
And like grunting, and she can hear through like her shower wall, and she's like, and oh my god, that's the first time I'd ever read a shower wank, and I was like, fucking stunning.
I love it.
Obviously, we've had quite a few now, and like we've had a lot of like shower scenes.
Yeah.
Sure, from Blood and Ash, we get a shower scene when they get to
they do it fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I know, when they get to where he's from.
Oh yeah,
because I'm sure she hasn't had running water before.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she's never seen a shower, and then he takes her in the shower. Yeah,
yeah. It's like a steam, and he has her on the bench, didn't he? Yeah, I remember that. I think there's one, because I know it does take a hot minute for us to get full blown wham bam, thank you ma'am, in Spark the Everflame. That's not a read. It takes.
Yeah.
It isn't like straight away, but I'm sure maybe in book 2 do we get a shower wank?
Ooh.
I'm sure she like walks in on Luther.
Ooh.
I'm sure. I don't think I'm fanficking.
We do fanfic quite a lot.
We do fanfic books that we read a lot and pretend that it really happens. I'm sure there's something to do with a shower. I'm sure.
Milky Dilky Morning Glory Farm. Shower wank.
But can he fit it in his hand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's in proportion.
I know. I always thought it was out of proportion to him.
Remember I told you he has to put enzymes down the...
Yeah, I remember
break
you
it
telling
up
me that.
because it's so thick.
Were you telling me that in the company of somebody else, and they were like, was it in the car with my husband? Why do I think you were telling me like with someone recently, and they were like, oh, maybe it was on live.
Everyone's probably like,
gross. Yeah, I mean, shower wanking is 10/10. You were saying, you were saying about the book you read where you could hear them saying the person's name. It's not the same, but it kind of is to me. You know, in Cruel Prince when Cardamom writes Jew, it's like that. Like, I kind of hate you so much, but that's with you. She thinks he's writing it in a like, oh my god, he's gonna murder me.
yeah,
but really, it's because he's
I'll get you.
Yeah.
Head.
And then also on the same breath that you were saying about Through the Wall, do you want to talk about your sandwich wank in A Trial of Fate?
Yeah.
Because
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this clip kind of went viral already on TikTok.
It did.
And what did I call it? Like a dual sandwich wank?
Something like that, yeah.
I can't remember. But they're all staying in separate rooms on a boat.
Yeah.
And the FMC's in the middle. And then the MMC is one side of her. And another male character is the other side of her. The male character is banging someone. And the FMC can hear him. And she gets a bit excited because they're making much sexual noise that she starts to touch herself. And then the MMC can hear her touching herself because she's moaning, like she's just having a nice time. Like, you know, she's not trying to be quiet about it. So he starts touching himself. He can hear, he's got ice magic.
Yeah.
So he's got his hand against the wall, sending like pulses of ice magic through the wall. And he's tweaking her nipples with his ice magic and they come together.
All three of them?
Oh, well, we don't really know about the...
Okay.
Because he's not MMC.
Okay.
He's just...
having a time.
He's just male character shagging somebody.
And then...
So, yeah. They're dually wanking, dually coming, and he is tweaking her nipples with...
I'll take 10.
I need to read book 2 because I'm guessing more developed.
Yeah.
More use of ice magic.
Maybe 5 or 6 rooms. Or,
yeah.
Who knows? Do you want to know a second on my list?
Well then.
We talked about it earlier. Professor. I don't think I'd ever read that kind of dynamic.
Well, we've had a lot of like student teacher, you know, like
trainee yeah, but not like teacher though, you know?
Like Riftborn, we get it. Like
yeah, but not an academic setting. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, because that's lower down on my list. Is like he trains her vice for, you know.
Yeah.
But I think, is it The Cursed or The Coven by Harper L. Woods that is a teacher-student dynamic?
Oh, okay.
Like
I've not read it.
Yeah, like a college student dynamic.
I'm really hot for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people are not too keen on it in that. But as soon as it said Professor Ryerson, I was a goner.
Yeah.
I'm not going to continue too much on the Onyx something. I'm just saying general. For me, though, I think there needs to be some office banging.
Yeah.
I think I needed that.
I mean, just man of authority for me in general.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if he's the general of the army or if he's like the leader of something, like, I think that's why Rhys does it for me so much. Because,
High Lord is like fucking wild.
And like the most powerful High Lord. Like, yeah, I'll take 10, thanks. Because, yeah, there's something about a man in authority and a man in a uniform as well.
Do you know what? For me, right, this is a bit off on a tangent, but it isn't. I think that's why it's not that King doesn't do it for me. It's too easy. Like, I don't know. Or like, because King doesn't, it's not necessarily the title. I think they have to have the authority as an individual. Like, for example, Tamlin's a High Lord, but he ain't giving you a rock on like Rhys does. No. But there's something about Rhys that like, I'll take 10. Equally, Prince doesn't really do it for me by default, but it needs to be like...
Yeah.
I would much rather like a general of like an army rather than just like a given, because I don't feel like a given title gives you...
No, like Larrick in Riftborn, like, I don't know, there's something about him training her as well.
He's
like,
just hot. He's a hot ginge.
Yeah.
Because a good example of it where like they have that title, but it isn't necessarily the title. Well, it is, but it isn't. Dorian Haviliad. Like, he is a crown prince, but it isn't because he's a crown prince. It's just because he's like a Riz king.
He is the king of the Riz.
Yeah. Like Aegon, not really that high up in terms of the royals in Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
But like, there's just something. I saw a clip the other day, sorry, so on tangent, of somebody in, I don't know if it was a podcast, and they were like, least favourite character, not just SJM, like of all time. And they were like, Aegon.
Hey then.
Horrified.
Yeah.
Underneath that, just on the same topic, he trains her.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was thinking about this. I don't think I've, and it probably exists, obviously. I've never read it the other way round.
But she trains him.
Yeah, but I don't know if it has the same, like, horny. And it doesn't, when I say he, I mean, like, the love interest.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a male love interest, because I'd be fine with a female love interest.
Yeah.
But, like.
Am I allowed to talk about Daughter of Stone?
Yeah.
Because Dylan training Non.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know. There is just something about people training people. Hot. Like, you know, like putting their legs in the right position or like moving their arms so their stance is better. Just like that physicality of like putting them into a position and teaching them. And then like, even like Fourth Wing, you know, when they're like on the mats.
Oh, yeah.
And like, he just like pins her down. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Like, my whole body is buzzing because I'm like, oh my God, I just love it.
Asriel training the Valkyries. And then I'm sure there's a scene where like they show up early or like late and the two of them are sparring like shirtless.
Woof.
Yeah, it isn't so much that it needs to be the male. It's that whoever the POV is needs to be the one being trained. You know what I mean? Like the trainer being the POV isn't as saucy.
Yeah.
I want to be on the receiving end of that.
I want like somebody's hands on me, like putting me into position, like telling me what to do.
Well, and the praise is a stunning
aspect. Good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've like 5, but we've spoken about all of them.
Okay.
So the next one we haven't spoken about is coming in your pants or coming in their pants. I don't see enough of it.
This isn't a spoiler because I don't feel like our listeners read a lot of contemporary.
No.
But on Saturday when I was sobbing reading the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, he goes down on her, but like he's enjoying it so much that he's thrusting into the bed, and she finishes and he finishes, and then she's like, oh, like let me repay the favor, and he's like,
it's already done.
It's already done. And she's like, well, you enjoyed it that much. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
Love that.
But back to our genre.
Yeah.
Cassian coming in his pants.
Oh, it's iconic.
Oh my God, it's fucking amazing.
And when I was writing this, I was thinking, do you know what? There's a lot of scenes where they go, oh, like stop because I'm going to, but there's actually not that many authors who do it. And I actually appreciate it. Yeah. We've definitely read more, but I couldn't think of any more when I was writing this. But the gold standard of it is Cassian coming in his pants in the corridor.
Do we get it in Kiss of the Basilisk?
Maybe. That kind of rings a bell.
I feel like we get.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think where else I've read it. There's got to be more.
We've definitely had more.
We have. Have you got any more?
Of course.
Go on then.
We call it carriage bang, but anything happening inside a carriage.
Carriage, I was going to say cunnilingus, but that's not the carriage, fornication.
Yeah.
That's our new stamp. Let's put that on it.
Yeah, because we get it in Kiss of the Basilisk.
Oh, there's so many we getting. Blood and Ash. Oh, go on, because I've got a whole segment on the Blood and Ash one.
Because in Kiss of the Basilisk, I don't feel like this is a spoiler, her going down on him and not letting him touch her, keeping his hands to himself, like, that's fucking stunning.
And then he comes in her hand or his hand?
Her hand.
And then she, like, licks it up.
Stunning.
10.
What are oh my god, we get it in Memory Puller.
Yeah, it's stunning in Memory Puller. So good.
That's him going down on her, though, isn't it? They don't bang.
They don't bang. No, they don't bang at all in book one, but
I think he goes down on her.
I can't remember.
He whispers to the horses, lads, take a break.
No way. I would say the best. It's not the best, but like for me, it was my introduction, and I just think because it was like my first, it remains.
Yeah,
is the carriage bang in Blood and Ash, because
it's lovely.
What I love about it is they weren't in a carriage. There was no need. It wasn't like we're riding in a carriage and it's getting steamy. They have a massive battle. They both are like horny after they've had this battle, because that's just what Poppy and Cassian are like. They're just constantly horny after they've had a few murders.
Yeah,
and they just find a carriage and he's like, quickie, and she's like, yeah, and it is a quickie. They actually like bang. It's great.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I've read one recently where she's not supposed to like him.
Oh.
And it's all a bit taboo.
Oh.
What's that? Was it do we get it in Raven Kennedy's book?
Yeah.
I thought so. They're going back to like one of the realms.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've got like the curtains drawn.
Yeah. The next on my list is leaning against a wall or door. Rhysand arms crossed, leaning against leaning against the top of the door frame.
Yeah, it does it for me.
Like crossing arms. There was literally just listening to it, the Cara Memory Puller, where, again, it's not a spoiler, but Tristan and Kale sit down in the library with Cassandra and Xenia, and they both have to like flip their chairs around the other way because obviously they can't fit in them with their wings, and they're both like arms crossed, leaning on the front of the chair. I was like, that does something to me down.
I've got a thing for forearms.
Well, on the same thing, because these are like coupled up, is like veiny forearms,
like flexed.
Veiny
like,
doesn't make it sound hot. I don't know how to describe it, but making it sound
like a manly forearm,
like like when they say his arms are strained and it's like a vein in it. Yeah. Any others?
Yeah. I can't think of an example, but I know I've read it. When they talk about like a smattering of hair, like, because I don't like really hairy men. Like, I don't want him to be like,
yeah,
like I don't want him to be covered. But you know, when they say like a smattering of hair, and I can just imagine like,
that doesn't do it for me.
No,
I don't need there to be a description of hair. It's I don't dislike it.
Yeah,
but like it doesn't. It's fine either way, because then I do think there are some men who don't have hair.
Yeah,
I can tell you now, Cassian and Azriel are smooth as a baby's bottom, and I think Rhys is as well. I think they're all like, I think they maybe have it, maybe not Rhys and Azriel, but I think Cassian waxes or shaves.
Ooh,
I think he's squeaky clean.
Fair enough.
I don't know why I think that. I don't dislike it, like, but it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah,
there's something from.
Is it okay? I've had to like write this out because I don't know how you describe this one. Like, stop or I'm going to get hard, grinding against him. You know, when like they were in a compromise situation, they were
on horseback together,
or like sitting on laps, or like falling, like whatever, and they're like, you need to stop moving because, stunning.
We get that a lot on like horseback traveling together, and it's pretty
a lot of people. So I've been hearing it quite a lot. I say a lot of people. There's been a few people that I know that like really don't like the one horse trope, because apparently it's really unrealistic for two people to ride on a horse. Like, it just wouldn't work. Like, apparently it's just not, you can't do it. Or like, if it is done in films, it's purely for the visual. Like, reality is if you were riding a horse, it's just not a thing. And so they don't love that trope because they know that it's not realistic. I know
nothing about animals. You could tell me there was 6 people on the back of the horse and I'd be like, okay, cool.
But I drive a car. Equally, you could tell me, oh, she needs to sit on his lap while they drive a car. I know that's not how you drive a car, but I still fucking read it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take, like maybe motorbike's different because you can actually both sit on a motorbike, but you know what I mean. I don't care. Give me 10 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any others? I was going to put pet name on here and then I didn't, because for me, I like pet names, but I'm really picky about the pet name. Like, sometimes it feels a little forced.
Yeah, like violence.
Yeah, I hate it. Or like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes there's like a little dove or like a little bird. I didn't mind Osha, because you know that's like a name that has no that I didn't mind. But when it's like realistic things, like a little dove, like
Although the book I just read of Withering Dreams, her name is Saren, and they caught a little star, and I loved that.
I don't think I'd mind like my star. I don't love little, but then I love darling. Because it's just like a term of endearment.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Well, there's some theories that it isn't.
Yeah.
I don't mind love, even though in the UK calling someone love is quite like all right, love.
But like when you read like hello love.
Yeah, my
like,
love.
Ooh!
Yeah. Yeah, when they say like,
is that Ever King?
Yes. Yeah, Eric Bloodsinger uses love.
Oof.
Which is stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like it when it's, but I'm very picky with it.
Yeah.
I'm very like hit or miss. I either
so your microtrope is nicknames that I approve of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have to be, I prefer like an actual genuine term of endearment as opposed to a made up name, you know?
Okay.
Like I think the only made up name that really sits fine with me has been Osha. I don't know what it is about that doesn't bother me. But like all the others, I don't know, they just I don't know. Yeah.
I'm fine, really.
I'm sure in What Lies Beyond the Veil, doesn't he call her my star? That's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's just just teetering on the edge of what I am okay with.
What I tolerate.
Yeah, what I tolerate and what I don't tolerate.
Let us know if you have something that we haven't talked about, because I love to get a new microtrope under my belt.
Oh, I tell you what, sorry, just while I remember it, because I didn't put Good Girl on there because like we all love it.
Yeah.
Like we all know that we love that.
We all lap it up like a good girl.
Eyes on me.
Eyes on.
But in a non-sexual context, I don't want to
fighting or like in a battle.
Yeah.
When like shit's going down and they want you to concentrate on them rather than like the bad thing that's happening.
Yeah.
We asked Danielle Jensen what her favourite microtrope, and she said something along the lines of when the FMC falls into an icy lake and they have to get naked and cuddle under a blanket to share the warmth to warm up. And I was just like,
so specific, but I'm obsessed. Yeah, I love that.
That was class.
Yeah, that was a 10/10. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of them come as no surprise. We
talk about microtropes all the time.
We talk about couch bangs and shower wankings at least once a week.
Literally.
So yeah, let us know if there's any that we've missed out or you think should have been mentioned.
Yeah.
Or you know that we would love, but we've forgotten to mention it because our brains are like sieves most of the time, guys. I'm not going to lie. Or if there's any in books that we've all read together that you're like, oh my God, guys, I can't believe you didn't talk about
speak about this. Like,
Tell you what I'm not okay with, and I don't know if I've ever read it, is actual canoodling on a horse. Like actual, like, you're fine with it?
The image I've got in my head right now is him riding the horse.
Yeah.
Her facing him, riding him, and him still like being able to steer the horse. Like, that's lovely.
No, not with an animal. No.
The animal's not involved, it's saddled.
I know, but it's just weird. I don't know.
Nah.
It's like having sex with your dog in the room. Oh, well. We're very different people.
I'm like, try and get my dog out of my bedroom. Literally. Once he's in there, he's like, you can fuck off. Gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah. So next week, do we have anything planned for next week? Or
Onyx Storm.
Onyxum, yeah, we can talk about this really quickly. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So we said that we weren't going to do it because we were convinced that we weren't going to like it.
I can't even remember what it's about.
I'm going to make
I read
read
it
a
in
summary.
January.
I know, not even, was it January?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not even, yeah, it was
I thought
January.
it was like March it came out. I don't know why I thought Jan.
Oh, I thought it was January. No, yeah, it was January.
Okay. Yeah, so we didn't think we were going to do it because we didn't think we'd like it. And then I love it. I just texted Sam the other day, like, we're doing it. We're doing Onyxum.
We have done Fourth Wing and Iron Flame.
Yeah, and
so...
it's a single, like, a 1 week episode. And we know so many of you wanted us to do it. We know, guys.
Yeah.
We're doing it. So Onyxum next week. I can't fucking wait.
After that, we've got nothing.
Nothing scheduled. We're maybe hoping an author interview or 2 pulls through, but if not, we're still open, guys. If there's something you want us to talk about, whether it be like we say fun episode, but like a non-book specific one or something, please tell us in the various platforms that we are available. We'd love to hear your recommendations.
We absolutely would. Or like, yeah, it doesn't have to be bookish. Like more like draft episodes or you know, things like this.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Somebody did ask for our anticipated reads for the next half of the year, but I feel like we did cover that.
We did everything and we did the whole year. Yeah.
So, but we can...
I don't know if much has changed though. Obviously, we'll do it at the end of the year for 2026, but yeah. As always, find us on Instagram, TikTok, at @Apollo and Wingspan, Discord, which is free. It's a great community. Come join us to talk about everything and anything. We're on Patreon. We have Throne, and we are regularly going live on TikTok.
See you next week. Bye. Thanks so much for listening.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at @A Pod of Smut and Wingspan.
See you next week.
Bye.